Hello, good morning to all of you. So today, in the last lecture, we have seen about the syllabus of our this paper first, right? Angiosperms taxonomy. So today we are going to see starting our first topic, introduction to plant taxonomy. So please see here the these are the syllabus points are there. So first one, definition, scope, objectives and the importance. Then second point, identification, classification, nomenclature, and third point is the concept of systematics. I think last time I have discussed. So all these topics are the basic topics for your study. First five topics. So we will, please remember the proper concept of these generally terms are there. And secondly, you have to go through it one by one. In the FYBSc already we have seen the angiosperm morphology, right? So you having the some words are identical or words are the generally on the tip of tongue, all of you. So we'll start the just I have taken the some points for this topic. So first, what is the meaning of angiosperms is there. So it derived from the Greek words. I think you are knowing the Greek words. Greek custom is the dominant that time when there is the study is there. Linnaeus or other scientists are there. So they have used the Greek generally. So angion means the vessel and the sperma means the seed. So it includes the spermatophyta. That is simple meaning is the seed bearing plants are there. Then how it can be defined? So you have to write the definition in typical pattern. So the angiosperm is defined as the study of those flowering plants in which ovules in bracket seeds are enclosed in the ovary in bracket fruits are called as the angiosperm. So this is the direct definition. So just if there is a offline exam, so our examination pattern is the different. Just I am discussing. If online is there, we have to follow the MCQ pattern, or there may be some change this year. So please remember with proper meaning and proper meaning of these statements are there. Secondly, as we are knowing, the angiosperms are that is flowering plants. They are the largest group of the plants on the planet Earth, and approximately 300 families with 12,500 genera and near about 2,70,000 species. They are generally alive today on this planet surface. One interesting part is there. There is a great diversity in the size, occurrence, habit, then life forms, then span of the life and the habitat at every possible climate. Therefore, the angiosperms, which includes the mainly the flowering plants, in which the gymnosperms are also included in the flowering, but our main focus is on the angiosperms are there, right? So here you are knowing there is having the main evolution of these plants are there, angiosperms, during the Cretaceous period about 125 to 100 million years ago. There are 1, 2, 3 words are new. So what is meaning of evolution? Evolution, that is the there is originally this plant is modified or developed in after certain years. Suppose the 50 years, 100 years to 200 years, and there are some changes are there. So it is called as evolution. And what is the creation? Creation, that is the newly developed. So you do go under this understanding, right? Then second part is there. Cretaceous, there is a good example here I have mentioned the leaf imprints of the Ficus speciosissima. फायकस मीन्स द बनियन ट्री. बनियन ट्री किंवा वडाचे झाड म्हणतो आपण, हे तुम्हाला माहिती आहे. सो देअर फॉर ॲज त्याचे फॉसिल्स इम्प्रिंट म्हणजे जनरली what is the Cretaceous? So we will clear first this point. Cretaceous period, that is the, I think you have seen the Jurassic Park movie. In this one they have shown the dinosaurs are there, and these are lost. So that time, 125 million years ago, before that, the large volcanic activities म्हणजे ज्वालामुखी म्हणतो आपण त्याला. आणि सेकंडली देर आर द large adverse conditions are there, high temperature, high rainfall, sudden cooling. आता आय थिंक देर इज अ गुड एक्झाम्पल. कोळसा कसा तयार होतो? इफ देर इज अ बर्निंग वूड इज देअर, मग त्याच्यावरती सडन पाणी जर आपण वॉटरिंग केलं तर इट डेव्हलप इन टू चारकोल, राईट, ऑर द कोल फॉर्मेशन. तसं आपण जे म्हणतो ना खनिज कोळसा, बरोबर ना, म्हणजे जे रेल्वेला पूर्वी वापरायचे. आता सर्व ऑल रेल लाईन्स आर जनरली बेस्ड ऑन द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी सप्लाय, बट बिफोर दॅट वी आर युजिंग द दिस कोल फ्रॉम द माइन्स आर देअर. आणि अशा याच्यामध्ये देर आर द फॉसिल फॉर्मेशन्स आर देअर. इट इज नथिंग बट फॉसिल फॉर्मेशन बिकॉज द वूड हॅविंग द ॲबिलिटी टू डेव्हलप द कोल, राईट. द ओनली इट सेल्फ रॉक किंवा सॉईल हॅविंग नो ॲबिलिटी, इट इज मिक्स्ड विथ द प्लांट, देन इट इज डेव्हलप इन टू द कोल फॉर्मेशन. बरोबर आहे. सो यू क्लिअर दिस आयडिया. सो व्हॉट इज द मिनिंग ऑफ द angiosperms? They are evolved and their imprints are there. As we are knowing, the large number of pollinating insects also appear during the same time. So when there is a maximum flora on this planet is the herbaceous. I think in angiosperm morphology we have seen habit of the plant is there. Herb, shrub, tree, climbers are there, woody climbers are there. It is also called as the lianas. So there are the number of points are there. So just you remember in introductory this part, and there is having the definition. Second point is there, the distribution of angiosperms are there. So what is distribution? So here due to the dominance of these plants are there, they are having more photosynthetic activity. Photosynthesis means what? The plants having the ability to produce the food material in the presence of sunlight and the carbon dioxide in the daytime. So therefore in the such condition, as per the different localities are there, you see the on the planet extreme environmental conditions, then extreme localities like the highest mountain top, or there is the certain polar regions are there, south pole, north pole are there, or deep oceans are there. We are knowing Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, our Indian Ocean, बरोबर ना, हिंदी महासागर म्हणतो आपण. सो ऑल दिस डिफरंट, बट अप टू द सर्टन डेप्थ ऑफ दिस there are hydrophytes are developed. Why developing? Because sunlight is reaching up to the certain depth, so photosynthetic activity is there. Secondly, as we are knowing, the shallow rivers are there, freshwater lakes are there, or different salt conditions are there. It is called as the estuary. Estuary म्हणजे त्याला खाडीचा प्रदेश म्हणतो आपण. The estuarine region म्हणजे where the river join to the ocean, it is called as the estuary, right? So this is the main part is there. Then in angiosperm, it is our main part is there. You just remember there are the two classes of angiosperm, monocotyledons and the dicotyledons. Commonly we are calling as the monocot and the dicot. So based on the cotyledon, single cotyledon and the two cotyledons are there, but based on the phoenician pattern. So just you see in monocot and dicot there is a one cotyledon in the seed and the two cotyledons. Then in monocot phoenician is the parallel, in dicot phoenician is the reticulate, net-like. Then vascular bundles are in the usually arranged in the ring, in scattered in monocot upper side, and dicot they are in the ring. Then secondly, the fibrous root system is seen in the monocot. In dicot, taproot system is there, and the floral parts are generally having in the multiples of 3 plus 3. Good example, I think you are knowing tuberose. It is the monocot, whereas there are the different parts are there, 4 petals, 5 petals, right? So they are not in the two holes, in the single hole are there. So these are main some differentiating point. So just in introductory we have to remember. Another some points are there as per our study. The characteristics of the angiosperms are there. So in angiosperm have developed flower and the fruits. They serve as a reproductive organ for the plant. The flowers have a wide colors and the shapes, or the odor is there, smells are there, and they are further due to the attraction to the insects, or the as a pollinators are there. So for the pollination, they are generally having specific odor. Then root, stems and the leaves, then xylem and phloem. It is also, these are characteristics, particularly in dicot, monocot we have seen. Androecium, it is the male reproductive organ, and there may be the different types. We are observing, we have already knowing androecium or the part stamens. Then same thing for gynoecium, carpels are there. The bisexual condition, it is the perfect in the this one, where the stamens, male and female flowers are present. Then secondly, here you are observing the unisexual flowers having only either stamens or the carpels are there. So it is called as the male flower or the female flower. In angiosperm, our part of main interesting is there. These are the flower parts are there, just we have seen. So what is placenta? Placenta is in the ovary on which ovules are attached. Then ovule, it covered by the ovary wall is there. Then sepals, petals, then carpel contains the ovary, style and the stigma. Then total this organ is called as the carpel. Then thalamus, that is the all floral parts develop on this part. It is called as the thalamus, calyx, corolla, and pedicel means the stalk of the flower is there. So just as a for remember, I have given this part. Then in relation to distribution, the most dominating character is there. This is the photosynthetic activity, and as we have seen, different types are there, habitats are there, mountainous or this, or there are the epiphytes are there. Epiphytes, that is the plants living on the plant. Larger trees are there, suppose branches, some ferns are there, some angiosperms are there, cuscuta like. So this one. Then another more important information about 250,000 species of angiosperms, near about more than 460 families, because this number is going to be changed as per the different scientists' opinion, but it is like this one. I think firstly we have seen about the more than 300 family. Here the 460 families record. You remember this some record, Orchidaceae. Orchids are there, about 25,000 species. Asteraceae is the also supposed as the largest family, it having generally 20,000 or more than this. Then Fabaceae or Leguminaceae, pea family, more than 17,000. Poaceae, that is the grasses, more than 90,000 species are there. Euphorbia, more than 5,000. Malvaceae, 4,300. Cyperaceae, that is 4,000 species are there. Araceae म्हणजे पाम वगैरे आपण म्हणतो त्याला, तर त्याच्या जवळजवळ 3,700. सो दीज आर द सम पॉईंट्स आर देअर. देन इन क्लासिफिकेशन, we are covering 3 classifications: Bentham, Hooker, Hutchinson, Engler-Prantl, right, and Linnaeus. But here just I have given the Cronquist classification, how it is to be started. So just you see from the base, there is having the subdivision Magnolidae. It is divided into the two another. One is having the Nemeneals. Then it is classified into Caryophyllidea. Just it is for the understanding. It is not for your detailed study, but you go through it. Okay, how the classification generally start. So I have deliberately selected this slide. Then secondly, there are the another different orders are there, right? So we are not reading this, but just you having a idea. So Cronquist is the authority, and this is the recent classification in 1981. And one of the our last point, it is commonly called as the cladogram, which is how plants are evolved. So just you see at the base, there are the flowers, stamens, male gametophyte, then ovules, integuments are there, and based on these all character, how there is the development is there. So Magnoliophyta, it is divided into these different orders are there. These orders already shown above, but here how their development, how is the evolution, त्याच्यावरून हे कॅरेक्टर केलेले असतात. हे फक्त एक माहितीसाठी, त्याला क्लॅडोग्राम असं म्हणतात त्याला. किंवा सेकंडली हिअर यू आर ऑब्झर्विंग cladogram of the angiosperms are there. So the same diagram, and last one point is there, the evolutionary development of the angiosperms are there. What is the meaning of evolutionary development? So angiosperms evolved in the Cretaceous period, already we have seen, and the leaf imprints of Ficus pesicosa. So this leaf imprint is like this one, just to see. Then it is to be showing the it is actually a rock part, but it's showing the Phoenician, and their network is also there. So it is the one part. So today just we have seen about the introduction. In the next lecture we will see about the same topic. Okay, so thanks to all. See you in the tomorrow's lecture.